Back, everybody, to Acumen Stadium here on the campus of St. Clair College here in Windsor, Ontario. In case you just joined us, you missed a great game. First bowl game was Riverside Stingers won their game 35-27 in the first one, but now it's time for the main event, the St. Clair Saints Bowl, to decide the WEXA Tier 2 champion. My name is Dan Dominguez, and I, along with the We Digital crew, bring you all the action here from the gridiron to decide this Tier 2 championship. There's your Lessor Aigle. They were 6-1 on the year. They're in the orange tops with the black pants. And in the black and gray is the NothStars Wolves. There's your weather, 7 degrees. Feels like 6. Only a 20% chance of rain, but I doubt we'll see anything. 7-kilometer-an-hour winds with a little bit of gust. But a nice clear night here in a November Saturday evening. Both teams were 6-1 during the regular season. Back on October the 17th, Lessor defeated NothStars 28-14 in their only matchup against each other this season. But this one will decide the Tier 2 champion. The winner will move on to SWASA for Tier 2. NothStars is going to kick off here in the first half. They're going from left to right across your screen in the black and gray. Looks like it'll be Stephen Craner is going to be their kicker today. Number 15 for the Wolves. Our referee is Chris Patton, and he's blowing this one, and we're ready to kick this one off. Line drive kick. Bobbled a little bit by Lessor. They pick it up right around the 20. Coming near side, tackled at just before the 30-yard line. That was number 34, Noah Gajowski, with the return. As the first possession now at the 35-yard line. Drew Delisle's the quarterback. He's the tall QB. This is a running team. You'll see them run the ball quite a bit. They've had 7 different running backs score touchdowns on the ground this season. Lots of misdirection. There's a little inside handoff. Falls forward for about 5, maybe 6 yards on the run. That's number 17, Vance Chandler, with the run. Chandler had a few touchdowns, at least 3 touchdowns this year. The WEXA stats on the website, not quite complete, but we have a partial season stats for Les Aigles. Again, we'll see Delisle under center most of the day. There's another handoff. Hit at just before the 40-yard line. Hit hard and stopped a couple yards short of a first down. A big hit by the D-line for the Wolves. So they'll spot it at the 39. They're going to need a yard. Looks like Delisle's going to stay on the field. So already a big third down play coming up here. 3rd and a yard. Loud crowd here today for the NothStars Wolves. The defense chant in the crowd. Delisle pitches it outside. He's got the corner. That should be the first down, and it is. And he falls forward for 4 or 5 yards. A big first down conversion for Lessor. And they'll move the chains. That looked like number 9, Akani Ray. Let's look at the replay here. Pitches it to the outside, and right away gets the corner. Number 7 came up with the hit. That was Dominic Johnson, but he couldn't hold him up enough for the 3rd down stop. So this one's spotted at the 45. 2 backs behind Delisle. Fakes one handoff, goes the far side. Loss of a couple yards. That's Akani Ray with a 2-yard loss, as the Wolves D-line was able to break through and get the tackle. That's going to bring us to 2nd down for Lessor. So that's going to be 2nd and long now, about 12 yards. Both these two teams, good defensive stats. Lessor averages about 10 points against, and NothStars only gives up 7 points a game. We'll see if Delisle goes to the air. Does a play action. He's looking. High throw just over the receiver's head. It falls incomplete. The pass to Ray is incomplete. Sorry, that's not Ray. That's Alex Grandy was the intended receiver. He faked the handoff to Ray and just tries to go up over the top, just out of the receiver's grasp. And they'll now have it at 3rd and 12. In the previous game, we only saw one punt all game long, and we could see one here in the first 3 minutes of this ball game. So a good snap to the punter. Just gets a wobbler off. It lands just past the 50. Scoots past the receiver. He finally picks it up around the 40 and will get dragged down at the 45-yard line. That looked like Abreu, Noah Abreu. One of their star players. We saw him. He has 3 defensive touchdowns this season. He'll be a factor on the Wolves' defense and special teams today. So Sawyer Krokos is the QB. He's number 1. Their star running back, Ashton Fevro. Fevro had 10 TD runs this season to go along with 4 receiving TDs, and for good measure, he even has a pick 6 to go along with it as a defensive back. So 15 total touchdowns for Fevro, so he'll be a man to watch. That's number 3 for the Wolves. Krokos kind of in the under center. And he gets dragged down after a gain of a few. So it'll be second and about 7 or 8. So Fevro does get the ball for the first carry. As you see Krokos coming over the sideline to get the play as he jogs back to the huddle. Just 4 minutes into this one, still 0-0, second and 7. The Wolves will snap it at the 48-yard line. Krokos kind of a pistol set. He's got a couple of backs with him. Fakes the handoff. There's a flag. He does hand it off to the second back. He's got enough for the first down, but we'll have to wait to see what that flag was. Big hit on the far side. Enough for a first down. And we'll see someone either lined up offside or jumped. We'll see if we can check it on the replay. Couldn't quite see it on that replay. That was Fevro on the run. We'll see if it holds up. Here's Chris Patton. They're picking it up. So whatever the referee threw the flag for, they talked him out of that one. He picks that flag up. So that'll be a first down on for Fevro. And the North Star Wolves move the change. And that announcement gets a big crowd. You can see it. Take a look at the North Star bench, enjoying our sideline camera. So the QB takes it from under center now. That's Sawyer Krokos. A little inside handoff to the fullback. He's going to push forward for about 3 or 4 yards. They blow it dead. You see some of the Lessor players ripping at the ball to try and jar that one loose. That looked like number 15, Craner, with the run. He also doubles as their kicker.
4 yards gain. Stephen Craner on the carry. That's going to be second down for North Star.
So Krokos is coming all the way back to the sideline with head coach Joel Chiron getting the calls. Head coach on the far side, Nick Thrasher for Les Aigles. Both teams 6-1 on the year, battling for this Tier 2 championship. Again, more of a pistol set. Fakes the inside handoff, gives it to the second back. 2 Lessor players all over him. Little to no gain on that one. Number 20, that was Brody Carrick in on the tackle.
Third down, North Star.
As you take a look at this replay, fakes the first handoff, but a nice job. That was Carrick was the first man in with the hit. So it's third down and about 5 yards. Looks like they're going to have the punt team on. They do punt it away. kick over to the left side. Nobody over there. That's going to go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. And that's where Lessor is going to set up shop deep in their own end. So no score here in the first quarter. The St. Clair Saints Bowl here to decide the Tier 2 champion for 2024 in this Saints Bowl series here on Championship Saturday. As Drew Delisle comes back into the huddle to try and, like I say, you'll see a lot of running from this team. Only a handful of touchdown passes. I think it was about 6 or 7 touchdown passes for Delisle this season. They're mainly a run team. There's another handoff right up the middle, but he's got room, and he gets the first down on a big gain. That was number 3, Hassan Al-Mansouri. So a big run. You watch this on the replay. The offensive line doing a great job. You can see him push all the way forward. Lots of black shirts on their back on that run. Look at the tall quarterback, Delisle. 6'3", 6'4" quarterback. He led this team to a SWASA title last season as well. Another inside handoff. This one only falls forward. He's going to get 3 or 4 after it's all said and done.
Another run up the middle for Lessor. Only about 3-4 yards gain there on the play.
So that's Lessor's game. They're going to use this clock. They're going to try and move the chains.
That's to a second down.
They did have some blowouts. They took care of Massey 57-0 and Brennan 54-0. But for the most part, they keep that ball on the ground and try and win a lower scoring game, especially like against a strong team like the North Star Wolves. Another handoff. Big gainer for Lessor. Gets ripped down by the ankles at the last moment. That might have been Krokos on the tackle. So a huge gainer. Number 9, Akani Ray. A really nice job. Cuts back, protects that ball. And they have the ball at the 48-yard line now. A first down as we're under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. No score. Handoff on the far side. He's met up. He's still on his feet trying to fight forward. That might have been Vance Chandler playing all the way through the whistle both teams. Yeah, that was Chandler with the run.
That's going to give us a Lessor second
He
down.
fell forward for a gain of a couple. So that's going to set up a 2nd and 8. The tall QB steps up under center. Fakes the handoff, pulls it down, throws it right side over the receiver's head, unable to come up with it. Not a great pass, intended for Grandy. But that's going to create a 3rd and long.
Third down, Lessor.
We'll see with Delisle and Coach Nick Thrasher. It looks like the punt team's going to come on. 3rd and long, kind of a dangerous area to try and go for it in this one. Again, not a really strong passing team, Lessor is. They focus on a ground game and try and control the ball, control the clock. So the punt team, that's Nate Taylor, the punter. They snap it from the 50. Taylor gets off a wobbler down to the right side. 2 hops the receiver. And again, gets pushed out around the 48-yard line. And the North Star offense will make his way out.
First down.
So Krokos, the quarterback for North Star. He had 7 touchdown passes on the year, only on 1 on the ground. So he only averages 1 touchdown pass a game. Both these teams want to win the run battle. Favreau is the big running back, star running back for the Wolves. 15 total touchdowns on the season. Wolves under center. Croco's hands off. That should be Fevre. Looks like they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And that's going to create a second and long.
1 yard gain, second down.
They give him credit for a yard on that one, but it's still going to be 2nd and 9. Under 2 minutes to go now here in the first quarter. No score. St. Clair Saints Bowl here, battling for the Tier 2 championship in Wexham High School football. There's a look at the Lessor defense. Going to try and stop them on this 2nd and 9. Croco's under center. Both teams like to play under center. Low pitch. Fevre able to handle it, but tackled by a couple of Lessor Eagles. And no gain, maybe even a loss of a bit. And that's going to create 3rd and long. So defensive battle right away. Number 17, Vance Chandler in on the tackle. As we'll take a look at this replay. You can see a little bit of a low pitch to the running back. And the first guy in was able to wrap up those ankles. And there's a look at the crowd trying to stay warm here. Some of the fans, they're bundled up. It's not too bad out there today. Nice end-over-end punt. That's going to punt go right past the receiver. And he's going to pick it up right at the goal line. He comes out of the end zone, past the 15, dances past a couple, still on his feet, and gets it all the way out to the 20-yard line, zigzagging his way past defenders. A nice punt by the Wolves, and a nice return as well by the Eagles to get it out of danger. You can see him breaking some hand tackles, arm tackles, and finally ripped down by a couple of Wolves down right around the 20-yard line. We're in the final minute of this first quarter. Defensive battle, both teams trying to control the line of scrimmage. Delisle breaks the huddle. He's got Al Mansouri with him in the backfield. Handoff right up the middle. They're trying to push the pile forward, and he does fall forward. A decent gain, maybe 4 yards on first down. Should be Al Mansouri. Looked like the running back in the backfield.
On the carry, only good for 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards.
So it's going to be 2nd and about 6.
Second down.
And there's the quarter whistle. So we're going to have one final play here in quarter number 1. 2nd and about 6 for Delisle. We'll see if he comes to the air or sticks to that ground game. They do a pitch to the outside. He's got a little bit of room. Turns it upfield. That's going to be short by a couple of yards. So the first quarter comes to an end. We're tied at 0-0. We'll be back after this for second quarter action.
Today's St. Clair Saints Bowl between the North Star Wolves and Lessor Les Aigles. Fans, don't forget, food concessions are open today at the Beach Wellgo restaurant located next to Acumen Stadium, serving chicken fingers, french fries, and plenty more. I've got chicken fingers up here, they're pretty good. And as well, the Saints Cafe, serving coffee, hot chocolate, and espresso in the Acumen Tennis Center.
We're back here, second quarter action about to get started. Not a lot of yardage in that first quarter. 56 yards total for North Star, only 20 for Les Aigles. So a defensive battle. We've seen plenty of running. I don't know if we've seen a completed pass or not. So we have a big play coming up here. It's 3rd and about 2 as you get a look at the North Star bench. Delisle brings the ball up to the line of scrimmage. He's got a running back. He hands off. Should be enough for a first down. It is. Cuts it back a couple times. Still on his feet. Brings it to about the 38, 39 yard line. And a big first down for Vance Chandler and Lessor. So again, Delisle under center. Gets it to Chandler. And Chandler is able to, again, you see that zigzagging just back and forth until a bunch of black shirts are able to pull him down. So a low-scoring affair, complete opposite of that earlier game we saw between Cardinal Carter and Riverside. There's a handoff. That's Rushelo. Rushelo with a good gain 8 or 9. Looks like 9 yards. So it'll be second and short.
That's going to be good for a Lessor. First down.
And they do give them the spot, so they're going to move the chains. A first down. So they give them 10 on the play. So Rushlow gets the first down. This is the first time we've seen Lessor really move the ball. 2 consecutive first downs. A good field level view of the North Star Wolves defense. They're a strong defense. Chant of defense from the crowd, and they respond. They have Chandler wrapped up, and they pull him down for a loss. Looked like 64 Graham Evans, one of the tacklers, as well as number 15. That's Stephen Craner, linebacker slash kicker for this North Star team. He's even had a carry on offense today. Delisle checking the wristband for the play from the sideline. We'll see what Coach Thrasher is drawing up for this one. Second and about 11. Another inside handoff. Not going to gain a lot. He falls forward to the 54-yard line. That's going to create 3rd and 5.
For about 4 or 5 yards. That's going to bring us to a Lessor.
And that looked like Brody Carrick, number 20, with that run. I think that was his first run of this ball game. As I mentioned earlier, lots of running backs on this team. 7 different players have scored rushing TDs, so they can spread the ball, keeping their running backs fresh. So this is another big 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6. Delisle pitches it to the near side, turns it upfield. That should be enough for a first down. Gatlin Riley to the 15-yard line. A huge run. Gatlin Riley, the grandson of our own camera operator, Bill Riley, with a huge first down run on the near side. Bill Riley, I'm sure, in the crowd celebrating somewhere. And a crucial run on 3rd down. Just a step away, and he would have seen pay dirt. He gets dragged down just inside the 20. So they do call a penalty on Lessor, but still feels like it's going to be enough for a first down. They're going to move him back. Let's see. There was an illegal block on that one. I don't know if we still have that replay or not. It brings it back to the 29, so it's still a first down. Let's see if we can catch that a little bit on Riley's run. Couldn't quite see it on that replay, but Riley still had enough for the first down. So a big 3rd down conversion for Les Aigles. Delisle on the end around. Big hit. That looks like number 28. Finn Randall, it looks like, on the tackle. Textbook tackle. Wraps him up around the legs. And takes him down at a loss of 1. Look at the big crowd here tonight for this Tier 2 championship. Beautiful evening here at Acumen Stadium on the campus of St. Clair College. Hosting this Saints Bowl series here. In the St. Clair Saints Bowl, the winner is the Tier 2 champion that can move on to SWASA. So Delisle, we'll see if he goes to the air. 2nd and 11. That pitch looks like it's going to be a halfback option. He throws it. He's got a receiver. Oh, it hits him. It looks like off the helmet. He had a receiver there. That was number 2. Marshall Rushlow was there for the reception. So a little bit of trickery. You see Delisle pitch it off to number 15, Nash Taylor. Taylor threw a nice ball. And maybe the hand from Krokos threw off that receiver a little bit. And he wasn't able to come up with a big first down. We got a timeout on the field now. Lessor discussing what they're going to do here on this 3rd and 11. The ball's spotted at the 30, so it's a pretty good field goal, 37-yard field goal. But let's talk about these St. Clair Saints football. The junior football champions, national champions. Congratulations to them. They defeated the Okanagan Sun 37-22 in front of close to 3,000 Saints fans, and it was a great night. You've seen the downtown Windsor lit up in green and gold, celebrating this championship team. Maurice Solja, among others, Coach LeChance, winning a national championship. I believe they said it was the 10th national championship St. Clair College has won in their history. So they're set up at the 30-yard line. We're still knotted at 0. And Delisle's going to go for this. Coach Thrasher keeps the offense on the field. Delisle fakes the handoff. He's in trouble. He's trying to scramble away, but not a lot of speed. The ball's loose. They're calling him down by contact at the 35. Nonetheless, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Delisle had the scramble, and he's not the fleetest of foot. That looked like number 28, Finn Randall, on the sack. And there's Randall coming around the edge, and Delisle had nowhere to go. And he gets ripped down. So a big 3rd down stop for the North Star Wolves. And Krokos in the offense come back out. That was Joel Sharon's defense for the Wolves. It was able to hold the line. So it's a pretty nice drive there from Lessor, but they got stopped around the 30. They couldn't bring it in any further. That big block in the back penalty kind of kept them out of the red zone. There's a little handoff. Favreau spins out of it. He's looking for the outside. Riley chasing, and he finally gets shoved out of bounds for a 1st down, a gain of about 14. So a 14-yard gain brings it to the 50-yard line. And Ashton Favreau, you see, once he gets outside, he just turns on the jets. And Riley couldn't quite catch him. So a big 1st down for the North Star Wolves as they look to push the ball past midfield. So Sawyer Krokos, the QB, he walks up under center. Favreau's the deep back. They're going to throw. He scrambles out right side. Floats the ball. Nobody home at the 50.
That pass intended for Ashton Favreau going to be incomplete.
So Krokos with the play action was unable to find a receiver on that one. So that's going to be 2nd and long. They've been running most plays, so they tried to see if they could catch some of the defensive backs sleeping for Lessor. But they are up for the challenge on that one. 6.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Still no score. Again, both these teams, definitely defensive teams. Some of those scores, the average scores got up because a couple teams get beat up on in this league. St. Joe's, Massey, and Brennan among them. So it kind of affects their average score, but defensively, these teams only give up 7 and 10 points respectively per game. Krokos drops back, throws a little dump down screen, but chased down, a gain of a couple, and a beautiful tackle from Lessor. That looked like number 20, Brody Carrick, sniffed that one out and was able to haul the receiver down. Only a gain of 2, so it's 3rd and 8. And looks like the punt team's going to come out. This Krokos looks like he heads to I'm not sure if he's on the sidelines. They snapped that quickly. He just gets that one off. I don't know if everyone was set on the North Star team. Lessor is able to pick it up, and they cross the 40 with it. So the center snapped it quick. There is an injury just past the 40-yard line for North Star. He just caught the tail end of it. That one almost got blocked by Lessor. Good job by the returner to keep that ball in front of him and scoop it up. That was number 2, Marshall Rushelo. And there's the injured player just getting back to his feet. That was number 5, Noah Abreu. So Abreu kind of holding that right shoulder a little bit, that arm down low. So we'll have to check on him for the remainder of this one. Abreu is a player we've seen with 3 defensive touchdowns this season for the Wolves. So we'll see who replaces him on defense, because that's a key part of their defense, standing on the sidelines now. So Lessor has it back on their 42-yard line. Fakes the handoff, drops back. He's looking deep. He's got one-on-one coverage. Underthrows it by a mile, and that ball is easily intercepted. Delisle just floated that one up. That looks like Krokos, the quarterback, also playing safety. And he just basically basket catch, looking like a center fielder on a lazy fly ball. Just went underneath that one, and an easy interception. Delisle underthrew the receiver. That looked like Ethan Lacombe was the intended receiver, but he underthrew him by 5 to 7 yards. So Krokos doesn't get any break after that interception. Jogs back into the huddle. So essentially it looks like a punt, basically, just on first down. So NothStars sets up on the 34-yard line. Lessor shows blitz. Nice run up the middle with a gain of about 6, it looks like. Maybe even 7. So a nice run on the right side for the Wolves. Krokos is definitely getting his steps in today as he comes to sideline almost every play to talk to Coach Joel Sharon to get the play call. 4.5 to go here in the first half. We're 0-0. The Tier 2 championship being played here at Acumen Stadium, the St. Clair Saints Bowl. My name is Dan Dominguez. Thanks for joining us here on We Digital today for this Bowl Championship Saturday. Inside handoff met right at the line of scrimmage, but he falls forward right near the first down line, and I think he's got it, and he does.
Big push there, and that's going to be good for a NothStars.
So the running back, the fullback, was met right at the line of scrimmage. That looked like it might have been Craner, but is able to power his way past the defensive line and fall forward just enough for a first down. So NothStar has it at the 45 as they break the huddle. Fevro's the deep back. Krokos under center. Oh, it looks like we have some movement. It looks like Lessor jumped. Number 56. Actually, don't even have a 56 on our roster, so we'll see. As the referees are discussing this one. Oh, it looks like we do have a 56 I see now. Ethan Chadwick Lessard with the offside penalty. It looks like there's an unnecessary roughness as well, so they're going to move this one up quite a bit. They're going to march this one way down past, and there's going to be a timeout for NothStar, but they're going to march this all the way down to the 45-yard line after the offside and the unnecessary roughness call. So a huge pair of penalties for Lessor cost them a whole lot of field position. And we'll see if NothStar can capitalize on this one, as we're still tied at 0. Coach Sharon calls a timeout. That was his first timeout used this half. He still has one left. Lessor still has a couple. NothStar is going to want to capitalize on this field position. I'm sure we'll probably see Fevro. Fevro, as we mentioned, has 20 total touchdowns this year. One of the top running backs, probably the top running back in Tier 2. The NothStar Wolves out of Amherstburg, Ontario. taking on Les Aigles de Lessor out at Tecumseh. The winner will move on to the SWASA Championship. And the crowd getting into this one now. Big crowd on hand here at Acumen Stadium. Krokos now back in a pistol set. Looks like he has Fevro on his left. Drops back for the pass. Heaves one up to the left side. Couple of players there. Tipped around a couple of times where the ball falls to the turf. Incomplete. It looks like two Lessor players kind of battle each other for that one. And it falls to the turf. So that's the first time we've seen Krokos really heave one up there. Coach Sharon trying to take a chance. They're finally in plus field territory. Just over 3 minutes to go in this first half. No score. A big second down play coming up for the Wolves. They break the huddle. They're going to snap this one at the 45-yard line. He's back under center this time, Krokos is. Pitch out near side. Fevro's got the corner. Trying to get enough for the first down. He's going to be short. There is a flag, and that's going to be a hold on the offense. So we'll see what they elect to do. Looks like they gained about 5 yards. So it would be either 3rd and 5. I would imagine they might want to back him up, but we'll see. Head coach Chris Patton looking over to the Lessor sideline, getting instructions from the coach of what he wants to do with the penalty. Looks like they are going to back him up, and it's going to still be second down. And that's going to bring the ball all the way back to the midfield stripe, so it's 2nd and 20. And there's your 3-minute whistle from our head referee. 2:40 and counting to go in this first half. Still no score. Both teams trying to own the line of scrimmage. Neither team's really had a successful passing play today. We'll see what the Wolves can do here on 2nd and long. Krokos drops back. Now he starts to scramble. He's got room on the far side. He's got a lot of room. He's got one man to get around. He's still behind the line of scrimmage, but finally gets forced out of bounds. A loss of a couple more. Nice job on the far side of the defensive back, kind of holding the edge to keep Krokos from getting around. So that's 3rd and very long. That should bring the punt team on for the Wolves. As Krokos jogs off the field, the punt crew comes on. Good punt from the Wolves. Mishandle. He's going to have to fall on this one, but he does scoop it. He's got it at the 30, but tackled around the ankles. That was Marshall Rushlow. He had trouble with another one earlier. So Rushlow unable to handle that punt cleanly.
That's going to give us a Lessor first down.
So Lessor's going to have possession. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go here in the first half. No score. Ball's at the 30. We've seen NothStars kind of open it up a little bit, throw a couple of passes, still unsuccessful. Lessor's had some chances as well. They're going to try and move the ball here late in the first half. Delisle hands it off. He's got a little bit of room, follows his blocker, and a good gain of about 6 yards. Kind of ran up on his blocker. That looked like number 9, Akani Ray, with the 6-yard run.
Akani Ray on the carry, tackled by Noah Abreu on that play.
And Abreu with the tackle.
Lessor, second down.
So he's back on the field. We saw Abreu kind of holding his shoulder a little bit earlier. He came off with an injury, but it's good to see number 5 on the defense back out there for the Wolves. So 2nd and 4. Delisle, a little inside handoff, pushing the pile. They're going to come up, looks like a yard short. So this is going to be a big 3rd down play coming up. That was number 3, Hassan Al-Mansuri with the run.
That's going to bring us to a Lessor 3rd down.
So 3rd and 1. Delisle jogs back to the huddle with the 3rd down play. The Wolves going to look for a big stop here. If they can get great field position here late in the first half. Goal line set for Les Aigles. Quick handoff. It's going to be close. I don't think he got it. We'll see where the referee spots it. It's going to be very close.
That's going to be good for
NothStar can't believe it. They gave him the 1st down spot. The coaching staff on the near side, hands up in the air. It looked like he might have been a hair short, but that nose of the football just touches the 40, and that's enough for a 1st down. So a huge 1st down for Les Aigles. So just over a minute to go. Handoff. That looks like Rushelo. Rushelo gets whipped down to the ground, gain of about 8.
Rushelo, good for another 9 yards there.
So a nice run by Rushelo. As we're right at about a minute 2. And the referee's still discussing that 1st down mark as Coach Joel Sharon looking for an explanation on the near side. So 2nd and 1, Delisle again under center. Not a lot of shotgun from this team. Little run around the end, that's Riley. Riley enough for a 1st down for the Les Aigles. We're under a minute to go. Lessor still has 1 timeout left in the half. NothStar also has a timeout. Clock running. Lessor's going to have to hurry a little bit. They're approaching midfield. Pitch out to the near side. Riley looking for the corner. He dances to the outside. Gets the 1st down and more. Still on his feet to the 30. And a big 1st down for Gatlin Riley. So Riley's been able to break a couple big runs here today. Riley had 2 touchdowns on the season, 1 in the ground and 1 defensively, a pick 6 earlier in the year. But his speed has been able to get that corner a couple times. And now with 22 seconds, Delisle's going to have to hurry. Pitch outside. That looks like Chandler. Chandler gets dragged down. No gain.
Chandler wrapped up there by Ashton Febro. That's going to be 2nd down.
So that looks like a timeout now for Lessor. They're going to stop the clock with 13.4.
That's the last of the half. 13.4.
No score. I'm going to see if they can get themselves in the field goal range. Michael Sleeman is their field goal kicker. Sleeman has 2 field goals this season. More of an extra point. He's got at least 15. As I mentioned early in the broadcast, Lessor's stats were incomplete on the website, so we couldn't get the final statistics. So the ball's spotted at the 29-yard line. Should have a couple of plays here left in the first half. As you see the coaching staff huddling up. Nick Thrasher, the head coach of these Lessor Aigles. So both teams have had some success moving the ball, but it's been a defensive game so far. No score. Not a lot of yards offensively. So Lessor breaks the huddle. Riley's in the backfield with another back. They pitch it out to Riley. The speedy Riley's in trouble this time, but he cuts back and gets dragged down, maybe a gain of 1. 7 seconds to go. It looks like the field goal team's going to come on. They're going to have one last chance to try and get some points or a point on the board. So it looks like it is. It's Michael Sleeman. Looks to be setting up Marshall Rushalow, the holder. And the clock winds, and should strike 0 before this one snapped. Oh, it snapped a little early. Good kick. It's up, and it's good. Les Aigles end the first half on a big field goal from Michael Sleeman, and Lessor leads it 3-0 at the end of the first half. We're going to step away for a little bit, but don't worry, we'll be back. So we'll be back for second half action here on We Digital. Welcome back, everybody. Acumen Stadium, first half, Les Aigles de Lessor lead it 3-0 over the NothStars Wolves. If you came from offense for this, you should have come to the earlier game because this one hasn't had it. Look at those stats. It's been a rushing affair, but look at those passing yards. 2-0 for the NothStars Wolves. Lessor's ran quite a bit, 140 yards on the ground to 47, and they've led in first downs as well. The half ended on a big field goal, 35 yards from Michael Sleeman. And that's the story of this one so far, the rushing and that field goal from Sleeman. On the ground, Gatlin Riley's led the way with 44 yards, Ray with 29, Chandler 23, and Al Mansuri 21. And for the Wolves, Fevro has been the man, 41 yards on the ground, but still, again, only 2 yards through the air combined in this one. Total yards of the first half, 135-49 in favor of Lessor. There's Gatlin Riley, grandson of our camera operator, Bill Riley. As we're getting ready to kick this one off, Lessor is going to kick it off. They're going to be going left to right. They're in the orange jerseys and the black pants. The Wolves in the black with a gray trim. So a low-scoring affair here for this Tier 2 championship. St. Clair Saints Bowl will decide the Tier 2 championship on Championship Bowl Saturday. The winner will head to Swassa to face a team either from the Sarnia or Chatham area generally. As Lessor is getting ready to kick this one off. And there's Sleeman, the only scorer of the first half, kicking it off. It's caught around the 18-yard line. And he'll get dragged down at about the 38, so about a 20-yard return.
That kick returned by number 3, Ashton Fevro.
So Fevro on the return of about 20.
That's going to be good for a NothStar first down.
So NothStar will have the ball first here. Sawyer Krokos will be back under center. Fevro has been their workhorse today. 8 carries in the first half. He also had the one pass reception of the first half for that 2-yard gain. And the only ball that's been connected through the air today. So 3-0 for the Les Aigles de Lessor. Krokos under center. Fevro's the deep back. Fevro gets it. Gets through the first line, falls forward near the first down marker. And it looks like it's going to be enough for a first down. And they're moving the chains. Fevro for a gain of 10. So a good way to start the second half for the NothStars Wolves and Coach Joel Sharon. They didn't have much offense through the first half. When these two teams met back in October, Lessor defeated the Wolves 28-14. Krokos and Abreu were the 2 touchdown scorers for the Wolves. Another handoff. He's met back in the backfield and ripped down for a loss. A big tackle. That looked like 60. Maybe 66. Liam Carrera.
That's going to be a second down.
So second and about 13 now. So we'll see if Krokos can go to the air here. Seagan has been their leading Favreau has been their leading receiver as well for touchdowns. He has 4 touchdown receptions this year. Johnson, Craner, and Foster also scoring receiving touchdowns. So we'll see what they can do through the air if they elect to do so. Drops back, scrambles right side. He's throwing deep, high up in the air. And that one is incomplete inside the 30. That ball just hung up in the air, gave a couple of Lessor players a chance. Lessor player couldn't believe he didn't come up with that one. That looked like number 15, Nash Taylor, on the pass defend. So that'll bring the punt unit out. So we've seen a number of punts in this one.
Josh.
Looks like number 2, Rushelo. We've seen him have trouble with a couple on the punt returns. You take a look at the Lessor bench. Rushelo is back to return, the lone returner. Oh, it looked like an offside. The flag is down, so they're going to have to redo this one probably, as the Lessor player just kneels down at the 45, but definitely jumped offside.
But there is a flag on the play.
As you saw the end really jump on that one in the neutral zone at the time of the snap. So there's our head referee, Chris Patton. And there's the offside call on the defense. So that'll move the ball up 5 yards, but we'll see if the punt unit stays out there. It's going to be still third and about 8 yards.
Team, a 5-yard penalty and a repeat of third down.
So it is 3rd and 8. There's the coaching staff for Les Aigles discussing what they want to do offensively. Delisle, along with Coach Nick Thrasher. So Rushelo is deep again. This time, a low line drive, not a great kick. Two-hopper to Rushelo. Rushelo looking for a head of steam, looking for the corner. Finally cuts it back. Gets dragged down around the 35-yard line. Looks like 64. That looks like Graham Evans in on the tackle, along with a couple other Wolves players. So decent field position for Les Aigles here in the second half.
That'll give us a Lessor first down.
They ended the first half with a 35-yard field goal from Sleeman. And there's Coach Nick Thrasher, former player for the Les Aigles. He's now stuck around with the school to be the bench boss for what they hope is a Tier 2 championship here tonight. Inside handoff. He's going to push forward. He gains about close to 5 yards on that one. They're going to give him 5. So a nice run there on first down.
Decent run there for 5 yards.
This is a territory where we might see even going on third down if they can get this one a little bit closer, with what we expect to be another run on this one. So that's Ray in the backfield. Receiver in motion. There's a handoff. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage. He stays on his feet. He gets away from him, and he's still a couple yards short. Well, what it could have been a 1 yard loss. Number 20, Brody Carrick, was able to spin away from trouble and gain about 3, call it 4. So 3rd and 1. I'm sure Lessor will probably go for this. So an excellent second effort from Brody Carrick. He got met at the line of scrimmage. The Wolves couldn't wrap him up, and he was able to spin to the outside for a gain of 4. So a huge third down coming up here right at midfield. They need to get to that midfield stripe for a first down. The snap, there's the handoff. First down for Les Aigles, and a few extra yards to go on. And number 17's Chandler gets dragged down, but a big first down for Lessor. So they're now in plus territory. They're going to set this up at the 45-yard line. 7:15 to go here in the third quarter. 3-0, Lessor leads it. We're going to crown a Tier 2 champion here tonight in the Saints Bowl series, playing the St. Clair Saints Bowl here at Acumen Stadium. Delisle hands off. Looks like Chandler again. Chandler with a huge gain. 15, probably close to 17 yards on that one for Chandler. So Lessor moving the ball. First half they led in total yards, 135 to 49, and they've been moving the ball well here with their first possession of the second half. As Chandler comes to the sideline to take a breather. Good shot over there by Dallas on the far side. Delisle hands off, run up the middle, breaks the tackle, fights through a couple, should be a first down, and a big gain. That looks like Riley again, Gatlin Riley. Looks like Vance was down on the sidelines, maybe just a little winded. We'll keep an eye on 17 when he comes back in the game. But another huge run for Riley. He had 44 yards in the first half. As you see the trainer now coming across the field to help out with Chandler, but we're going to play on here. So the ball's at about the 12-yard line, 11, 12-yard line. Delisle hands off to Riley. Riley breaks through one tackle, falls forward to about the 4, maybe 3-yard line. And another big run for Riley.
That's going to give us a Lessor, second down.
So Riley definitely gaining ground here for Les Aigles. He's been the top yard getter for these Eagles. They can still get a first down. It's 2nd and 2 on the 4-yard line. There's still a chance for a first down for Lessor. Another handoff. That's Riley again. Riley pushes through. Waiting for the signal. Touchdown! Les Aigles de Lessor. Gatlin Riley with the big touchdown. A one-man effort from Riley today. A 9-0 lead for Lessor.
That's going to make the score now 9-0 for.
And there's a good look at Riley. I'm sure his grandfather's in the crowd cheering quite a bit for his grandson. Looking for the point after. There's a look at the player on the bench. That was Chandler, as the trainers are looking at him. Hopefully just the wind knocked out of him. And the extra point is good as Sleeman puts it through, and it's now 10-0.
That's going to make the score now 10-0. Lessor leads. Fans, don't forget.
So Riley with the yardage and the touchdown to get a 10-0 lead.
At the Saints Cafe in the Zuckerman Tennis Center.
So 68 yards rushing now for Riley, and that big score to make it a 10-0 lead over the Wolves. As we talked about earlier, Lessor beat these same Wolves 28-14. There's a look at Chandler on the bench getting helped out by the trainer. Back on October 17th, Lessor beat them by a couple of touchdowns. Chandler had 2 rushing touchdowns, Rushelo and Carrick the others. And there's the bench kind of pointing at that scoreboard. They like what that scoreboard shows right now. As they're about 17 minutes and change away from a Tier 2 championship, but still a lot of football to be played here at Acumen Stadium. There's a kickoff. Nobody there. One hop now at the 20. Little spin from Fevro, and he gets ripped down at the 31. So about a 10-yard return from Fevro. And that was Taylor on the tackle.
That's going to give us a NothStar first down.
So NothStar, we'll see what they have to do offensively. They have Fevro offensively, but eventually they might have to put the ball in the air as they now trail by 2 scores. We have 5:11 to go here in the third quarter. Lessor ended the first half on the field goal from Sleeman, a 35-yard field goal. And their first possession of the second half ran the ball every play down the field, led mostly by Gatlin Riley. And he punched it in the end zone to give the Eagles a 10-0 lead. So now from the gun, Prokos is going to try and pass. He goes deep. He's got a man. A lot of contact. Looking for flag, and there it is. Looks like it's going to be a pass interference. And the back judge throws that flag. Some contact around the 50-yard line. So that'll move the ball up. So the first time Crocos really tried to air it out. And that'll move it up 15 yards for the Wolves. Probably one of their bigger plays of the game, coming via the penalty.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards. First down.
So NothStars is going to want to come away with this drive with some points if they've been unable to score so far in the first 30 minutes or so of this game. They ended the season with a 3-game winning streak with wins over Riverside, Brennan, and Massey. And they're going to look to keep that streak going here today, but they're going to have to come back if they're going to do so. Crocos back under center. Hand off to Fevro. Fevro cuts back, spin move. Nice gain of about 7 or 8 yards. So Fevro is pretty much the workhorse for this team, for this NothStar team here today. We've seen a couple of runs by Craner and then Crocos himself, but it's been mostly Ashton Fevro. So it's second down. The ball just a yard short of the midfield stripe. Looks like they're a couple yards short of first down. 2nd and 2, we'll call it. I'm sure we'll look for Fevro again on this one. He's the deep back. This time goes to the fullback, and the fullback is able to gain just enough for a first down. It might have been 34, Nico Colasani. So a little change of pace for the Wolves on that one. All eyes on the defense are probably on Ashton Fevro most plays, so a good job by Coach Joel Sharon to mix things up. So Crocos walking back up under center. The ball's on the 51.
Lessor!
An I formation. Crowd in the line of scrimmage. It goes to Fevro. He tries to bounce it outside. Bounces off his own offensive lineman and hits the turf at the 53-yard line. So Fevro's a quick runner, but he's not a huge body. So when he ran into one of those big offensive linemen, he couldn't keep his feet and he fell to the turf for a loss of a couple. So a big 2nd and 12. We'll see if Crocos will go to the air here on this big 2nd down play. 2:15 to go here in quarter number 3. The Wolves trail by 10. Kind of a pistol set. The crowd getting loud out here at Acumen Stadium. Crocos drops back. He's got time and now scrambles near side. He's running it. He's got a lot of space. First down and more. Gets hit out of bounds just near the 33-yard line. A big run by Sawyer Crocos and a NothStar Wolves first down. Crocos drops back on that one. He wanted to go left, and then he got around the corner on the scramble and saw a lot of green pasture in front of him. Was able to run past the sticks. And a key first down to keep this drive alive for the Wolves. So under 2 minutes to go here now in the third. We'll see if Crocos, he's still in that pistol. Looks like Colasani and Fevro with him. Gives it to Fevro. Fevro dances past a couple. He's going to fall forward for a gain of 5 or 6. Nice footwork from Fevro to gain that yards, dancing around orange jerseys. Les Aigles trying to figure out how to stop the quick number 3 in the Wolves' backfield. He's been gaining his yards, but they've been able to keep the Wolves out of the end zone thus far. So this time Crocos goes back under center. That ball goes to the fullback on the left side. This goes over the left tackle and a gain of a couple. As his teammates help him back up. That looked like 15. Steven Craner on the run.
Craner on the carry, good for. 1 yard short of the first down. That's going to bring us to a North Star. Third down.
So it's a third down. He was short of the first down, so it's 3rd and 1. So it's going to be a huge play here. We'll see if they go fullback Craner or if they give it to the star running back Fevro. So Craner's the fullback. Quarterback sneak up the middle. That should be plenty. We'll wait for the official spot, and that is a first down. And they're going to move the chain. So a big first down from Crocos. Another run from the quarterback. It looks like we're going to have one more play here in the third quarter. So it's 10-0. One more play here to end quarter number 3. Crocos got a bit of a limp coming up to the line of scrimmage, so he might have got rolled up a little bit on that QB sneak. So we'll see if they give it to Fevro here, and they do. Fevro's able to dance past one, pushes his lineman out of the way, and they finally, Carrick is in there on the tackle and gets taken down. So we're through 3 quarters. Tier 2 championship. Les Aigles de Lessor leads it 10-0.
Lessor leads 10-0.
And we're back here as we take a look at the crowd cheering on. There's a North Star Wolves fan there enjoying this Saturday night football. The St. Clair Saints Bowl here in the Saints Bowl Series. Acumen Stadium on the beautiful campus of St. Clair College. 200 rushing yards for Lessor today. 105 for North Star. So that's been the story of this one. Still only those 2 receiving yards in the whole ball game. So there's a handoff up the middle. Pushes the pile. He drags him down. Maybe gains a gain of a yard. Not much at all. That looked like 34, I think, on the run. That's Nico Colasani. But he didn't have much success on that run. The defensive line was able to swallow him up. So let's see what they're going to do here. It's 3rd down and about 4.
North Star, 3rd down.
They look like they want to go for it. Crocos goes back on the field. Coach Sharon is about 15 yards deep on the field, and he's going to want to talk about it. So they're going to call timeout and discuss this one. From this spot here, where they're set on the 16, we're looking at about a 23-yard field goal. As we take a quick look at what we have coming up on We Digital. Next weekend, we have Niagara Knights coming to town to face the St. Clair Saints in OCAA volleyball. Oh, that's tomorrow, I'm sorry. November 17th. That's the men playing at 1 o'clock and the women at 3 over at the Sportsplex on Sunday afternoon. So volleyball action. You can see all the different sports of St. Clair College. Check out our schedule on WeDigital.ca and our We Digital Facebook and Instagram page for all the shoots that we have coming up this fall. There's a 10-0 lead now for Lessor. And it looks like they will set up for a field goal now. So they have it right around the 23-yard line. And that should be Steven Craner, it looks like, the kicker. So this will be a big 3 points if they can convert. Oh, that one's almost blocked, but he gets it away. It's wide. He's about 15-plus yards deep, and he's going to be able to get out. He does get out. He fumbles the ball, but the Lessor falls on it at the 11 or 12 yard line. That would have been a huge fumble. So the kick returner pulls it out of the end zone from 15 plus yards deep, but almost coughs it up. And Lessor escapes almost disaster there on the missed field goal, but they still lead 10-0. And we'll see if that run game can come into play here again. One more touchdown from this Lessor team, and that might be all she wrote. But they're pinned way back in their own end right now. That's Ray, one of the running backs, as the referees switch hash marks on the play. So that's Ray and Al Mansuri, the two backs. Delisle under center. That looks like, big gain. He's still on his feet, close to a first down, and he definitely has the first down, and they finally blow it dead. A big gainer for the Saints. And that looks like Ray with the gain.
That's going to be a Lessor first down.
So definitely winning the game on the ground are Les Aigles. Another first down. Just over 10 minutes to go. Delisle breaks the huddle. Two backs behind him. Fakes the handoff to the first running back. Dances past the second. And a nice run almost to the 40, right at the 40-yard line. And that's Ray again with the nice run. So a lot of running backs on this team can do damage for Lessor. We've seen Ray, Al Mansuri, and Gatlin Ryan leading the way for Les Aigles. Looks like about 3 yards short of a first down, so a big second down. Looks like Ray and Al Mansuri again in the backfield. Hand off to the fullback. He pushes forward, and he has another Lessor first down to the 45-yard line. So they're starting to chew up some time and some field position. They started this drive deep in their own end, just past the 10-yard line after the missed field goal. But they have the ball all the way out to the 46-yard line now with another first down. Delisle taking his time, gets his player set, little inside handoff, has room on the outside, trying to look for the corner. He has it. Gets shoved out of bounds around just past the 40-yard line, and another big gain for the Les Aigles. Number 9, Akani Ray, having a big quarter here. We saw Gatlin Riley in the third quarter, and Ray here in the fourth. And you see a bit of a dejected NothStar team here in this Tier 2 championship. They trail by 10. And they're having trouble stopping these Eagles. A lone "let's go defense" chant from a NothStar fan. Inside handoff again, a nice little kind of a counter run. And another big gainer. So with the different runs, they don't know which way the ball's going, NothStar.
That was Brody Carrick on the carry.
Les Aigles is able to keep NothStar on their heels, going left, right, up the middle. As we're now under 8 minutes to go, and a 10-point lead for Lessor. Crowd getting a little bit more vocal, trying to inspire these young NothStar players. Another handoff. That's Riley. Riley's the speedy back. He pushes through one player and gets dragged down at about the 13-yard line. Another big gain. Riley looks like about the fastest receiver on the team. He likes to try and get that edge and use his speed to get around as he comes off the field. Riley getting congratulations from the sideline. As it's another first down. This time they're at about the 14-yard line. Under 7 to go. Delisle taking his time for the snap. Another handoff. They go right side. Gain of a couple. There is a flag. They might have moved. They might have jumped a little bit. Oh, a holding call by referee Chris Patton. So that's going to back them up. So a holding call on Lessor.
That's a holding against Lessor. 10-yard penalty and a repeat of first down.
So it'll be 1st and 20 now at the 24-yard line as they march the ball back to field. So NothStars going to need something to happen here, a stop or a turnover, because with 6:40 to go, they're starting to run out of time. The clock running. Delisle bringing the play clock down as much as he can. He's got Ray in motion to the right. Pitch out to the right. Looking for the corners, Rushlow. Rushlow cuts back and finally gets dragged down around the 10-yard line. So a nice gain from Rushlow to get that holding yards back. The first down marker is at about the, looks like the 9-yard or the 14-yard line.
7 yards to go.
So it'll be a big second down play coming up here for Lessor. They do have Sleeman as their field goal kicker. He hit one earlier today, as well as an extra point. But Lessor's going to try and nail this one down. They want to get in the end zone. A little quick handoff. Brought down at the 4-yard line. And it looks like they have enough for the first down.
Number 20, Brody Carrick is.
We're waiting for the spot. Oh, no, it's not enough for a first down.
That's going to bring us in Lessor.
So it's going to be 3rd and short. So a huge chance here for NothStar. They need to get a stop here on 3rd down to try and stay in this game. A touchdown here pretty much ends it for the Wolves. Delisle, 2 backs behind him. We got some motion. Handoff to 20. That's Carrick. Carrick bull rushes his way, waiting for the official signal. Still waiting. Still no official word from the referees. And they're going to mark him down just short.
Brody Carrick just short of.
Carrick was right there at the goal line.
First down.
Even our cameraman, I think, jumped the gun and sprinted on the field for that touchdown. But they're going to spot it at the 1. So 2nd. They have the ball on the 1-yard line. We'll see if Delisle keeps or if they try and just bull rush Carrick up the middle again. It's Carrick. Carrick dives to the end zone, and a huge touchdown for Les Aigles de Lessor. Brody Carrick with a touchdown, 16-0 with 4:05 to go here in the 4th quarter. Brody Carrick with a big touchdown.
Now 16-0, Lessor leads.
And now a commanding lead, and if they can kick this extra point, we'll make it a 3-score game.
Tier 2 championship.
Les Aigles 4 minutes and 3 seconds away from a Tier 2 championship here in the Saints Bowl. And the extra point is up, and it is good. So 17-0. Les Aigles de Lessor lead the NothStar Wolves here as we just over 4 minutes to go in this one. So we'll see Crocos, I'm sure, try and air it out now in these last 4 minutes. They can't afford to play that run game anymore. And the game stayed close for the first 3 quarters, but Lessor has been able to pull away here in the second half. And you see Carrick on the sideline, number 20, getting lots of congratulations from his team. Might have been the first nail in the coffin for these Wolves. I'm sure they have Fevro deep for the Wolves. They could use a big kickoff return from him. He does have a kickoff return for a touchdown this season. And that's number 6, Sleeman. He's got a pair of extra points and a field goal. And that is Fevro. He gets it at the 25. Kind of runs into his own man, but look at all the orange jerseys there. And he goes down. The ball's loose. There's a pile on it. Lessor says they have it. And it is a turnover. Fevro took a big hit. Number 15 was celebrating the hit. Nash Taylor was celebrating the hit. He put a helmet on that ball and got it loose. And Lessor comes up with a huge turnover on the kickoff. And the Lessor Eagles are beginning to celebrate. Looks like Nate Taylor. So I think it was Nash Taylor with the hit, Nate Taylor with the recovery. And the Taylors had a great kickoff coverage on that one there. So they're going to stay on the ground now. They're going to try and run out the rest of this clock as they're up 17. Hand off to Ray. Tries to cut it around the right side. He got wrapped up around his ankle, and he goes down.
Number 9, Connie Ray.
Gets it to about the 33-yard line.
No gain on the play. That's going to give us a Lessor. Second down.
So a huge kickoff coverage play for Les Aigles. A big hit on Fevro. And the Taylors knock it out and recover it for Lessor. As Ray looked like he hurt his ankle on that one. He got kind of wrapped up. The defender had his ankle and kind of twisted on that one. So he hobbles off the field. So 2nd and 10. Delisle using as much clock as he can. Riley's in the backfield. We've seen the speed of Riley get around the end a few times in this one. They go the inside handoff. That's Mansouri. Mansouri gets ripped down.
Number 3, Hassan Al-Mansouri. Good for
And it looks like there is a first down. It is. They're moving the chains, and that one could do it. Mansouri with a big first down. And now it's just a matter of running out this clock and hanging on to the football if you're Les Aigles. And there's your 3-minute whistle from Chris Patton, our head referee. Approaching 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Again, Delisle using all the time he can. Handoff. Kind of bounces it outside. Just hanging on to the ball with 2 hands. He finally gets dragged down. It's number 3, Hassan Al-Mansouri with the carry.
Al-Mansouri with the carry again this time. 3 yards short of the first
So we're
down.
approaching 2 minutes to go in this one. And Lessor has this one in hand. They just need to hang on to the football. They're looking to win the Tier 2 championship here at the Saints Bowl Series. The St. Clair Saints Bowl wraps up this doubleheader of football action here at St. Clair College. Delisle hands it off. Again, 2 hands on the ball. Rushlow gets ripped down to the turf. He might a little bit short of a first down, maybe a yard. And the Lessor Eagles are starting to celebrate, but they have one more first down to get here before they can end this one. And the clock runs under 2 minutes. Lessor will move on to a Swassa game if they can hang on here in the final 100 seconds here. Another yard should put this one away. It's close to a first down. Let's see where the final spot is. You can see the celebrating going on the bench. Referee taking a look at it to see if they got it. They're going to wave. They're going to want to maybe measure this one. So this is our first measurement of the day. So a first down will definitely end this one. Only 1:28. As referee Chris Patton waiting for the chain game to come in for the big spot. As we close up, my name is Dan Dominguez. I want to thank everyone for joining us here in this doubleheader. The We Digital crew doing a great job here bringing you doubleheader action this Saints Bowl series. Here at Acumen Stadium, St. Clair College being a great host here for these Wexa High School football games. And here's the measurement. You can see all the North Star Wolves players huddled around, as is Delisle. They're trying to measure it. Dramatic ending here, and they're short. So the Wolves have maybe a little bit of life, but 3 scores in 88 seconds doesn't look likely, but they finally get a stop deep in their own end. And we have a change of possession coming up. So a 17-0 lead here in the final moments of the Saints Bowl. Lessor trying to hang on to be the Tier 2 champions. We'll see what Crocos can do here late in this one. Crocos is in the gun. A little pitch forward, a reverse end around, and a flea flicker. Let's see what they can do. One-on-one coverage. Tipped and drops incomplete. A little bit of razzle-dazzle.
Great play design, razzle-dazzle, but knocked down by number 23, coming St. Louis.
So there is a flag. So we'll see if there was a hold somewhere in all that craziness on that play. Couple of handoffs, a flea flicker back to the QB, and they flips it up there. Objectionable conduct on the offense, so that's going to back them up even further. They don't have much further to go backwards. So that looks like it's going to repeat first down. So they're on their own 4-yard line, backed up all the way underneath the goalposts. They spotted at the 4. And we just have a minute 19 officially to go in this one. And again, in the gun. But now Crocos comes up under center. He's got a couple of backs with him. We'll see if they get it to Fevro again. This one goes to the fullback, kind of up the middle. That should be Stephen Craner with the carry.
Stephen Craner on the carry. Good for a couple yards. And a NothStars.
And looks like there's a player down now for the Wolves. You hate to see that with only just over a minute to go. Some of these players playing in their final high school game for the Wolves. Les Aigles will get to play another one in the Swassa final. As the Lessor team heads to their sideline to give the trainers plenty of room to work on the North Star Wolves player. So a 17-0 lead for the Lessor, Les Aigles de Lessor, as the trainers are working on, looks like the calf area of the Wolves player. And you see lots of smiles over there already on the Lessor sidelines as they are about to be the Tier 2 champions here in Wexa High School football. And the celebrations have begun over there. They still have another minute and change to go as the big player gets helped off the field. That looked like number 57. Looks like Brady Crerar. And there's the scoreboard. A minute 11 to go as the big fella's getting helped off to the sideline. That left ankle foot area is the area of concern for the lineman. So there should only be a couple more snaps here. And they roll the clock as we're approaching 1 minute. They already called out the flag on that play, so there's no more of a flag on the previous play. Krokos under center. He's going to look to pass. He's looking near side, and he's got time, but now he's in trouble and just flips the ball out of bounds. He had nowhere to go with that one, and we're at 40 seconds to go. And it's going to be third down. This could be the final play for the North Star Wolves. They need to get to the 19-yard line for a first down. So they're 11 yards short. One more defensive play for Les Aigles, and they can go claim their trophy, being the Tier 2 champions. And you can see the celebration. Quarterback Delisle. They decide to punt it. And they're going to have to just fall on that one. Carrick has it. Carrick gets shoved out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. And that's probably going to do it. There is a flag. Looks like it's going to be declined. It might have been on the offense, so it's going to be declined. And the players are already starting to wander on the field, the offense. We'll see if they run a play or if they just call this one. And that's all she wrote. Your Tier 2 champions, Les Aigles de Lessor, defeat the North Star Wolves 17-0. And they celebrate a Tier 2 championship. They'll move on to a Swassa game sometime next week. Congratulations to both teams, but congratulations to your Tier 2 champions, Les Aigles de Lessor. And the celebration ensues for the orange and black there of Lessor. The teams are going to line up for handshakes and players of the game. And we'll have some representative from the Saints coming out to give out the championship trophy and the players of the game shortly. And there's the St. Clair Saints Bowl. That's Sean Gannett bringing out the championship trophy. We're representing St. Clair Saints, the national championship winning St. Clair Saints in the CJFL, winning their first championship in 25 years. And you see Mike LaChance in the middle of the field. He'll be part of the celebration. As the final handshakes take place. Les Aigles de Lessor 17, the North Star Wolves 0. So we'll wait till after handshake and we'll fill you in on the players of the game.
Line up at midfield after shaking hands. I'd like to thank you all for coming out to this evening's Tier 2 championship.
Again, we'll see you tomorrow on WeDigital.ca as there's going to be volleyball over at the Sportsplex. That begins at 1 o'clock. The men are going to be playing the Niagara Knights. And the women's game to follow. You can see all St. Clair sporting events here on WeDigital. The team's lining up at the 50 now. We're going to get ready for players of the game. We got a head start of the players of the game. It's going to be number 3, Ashton Fevreau. There's a look at the trophy, the Tier 2 championship. The Teddy Morris Memorial Trophy. And there's, we see some Gatorade. Let's see if they got a little something for Coach Thrasher. They're trying to be sneaky back there. Alex Matta.
Ladies and gentlemen, your national champion.
And it looks like a couple of Matta brothers. Those are brothers there, 64 and 65 with the Gatorade. And there's Ashton Fevreau, star running back for these North Star Wolves. He had a spectacular season. 15 total touchdowns this year. with head coach Mike LaChance of the St. Clair Saints football team. An excellent season.
And the player of the game this evening.
And Lessor, Les Aigles de Lessor, the player of the game. We'll claim him as our own. Gatlin Riley, the grandson of our camera operator, Bill Riley, getting his player of the game award. He had a touchdown, close to 100 yards rushing. Spectacular effort from young Riley. So Gatlin Riley, your player of the game for Lessor. And then now they're getting ready to hand out the big hardware, the one they came for, the Tier 2 championship. The Teddy Morris Memorial Trophy. Les Aigles, and here come the captains. They want their trophy. And your 2024 Tier 2 champions, Les Aigles de Lessor, have done it. They'll move on to Swassa. And they are your champions of the Saints Bowl, series. Congratulations to Les Aigles. It's time to celebrate. So that's all for us today. I want to thank you. My name is Dan Dominguez. Thanks for joining us all day long here on We Digital. Congratulations to Riverside for winning Game 1. But there it is, the trophy. Tier 2 champions, Les Aigles de Lessor. That's all from us tonight. Have a great night. And we'll see you tomorrow for volleyball at the Sportsplex. Oh, we're going to see the Gatorade. Let's see the Gatorade. Let's hang on if we can get... There's the Mata. They're going to get them. They didn't get the head coach, but they got one of the coaches. We still got our Gatorade bath. They'll take it, the celebration. So there's the championship trophy. They're going to bring it to the sidelines. That's all she wrote here from Acumen Stadium. Have a good night, everybody.